Hey guys, I've been seeing a ton of questions on Formspring about this site called Vocaroo, and so all of these questions are asking people to record themselves pronouncing different names. So I thought I would just do a video where I go through some of these questions and pronounce them so that you guys can hear my pronunciation if you want. So, okay, the first one, I have a lot of questions about these, so the first one says, how would you pronounce my boys' names using Vocaroo? Toby Dylan James, Rowan Oliver, and Callum Henry. I think those ones are pretty straightforward. I don't know what other ways you would pronounce those, but I like those names. They're pretty good. How would you pronounce my girls' names using Vocaroo? Lily Juliet, Clara Madeline Rose, and India Emily. Emmeline or Emmeline. How do I want to say that? I guess India Emmeline. I'm going to go with that, but you could pronounce it either way. Let's see. How do you pronounce, oh, this isn't exactly one of those questions, but it says, how do you pronounce MCK names? For example, McKelty. Yeah, that's how I pronounce it. McKelty, McKenna. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of those names, so it's really trendy to me. Yeah. Okay, here are a few unusual boys' names on my list. Pronounce them without looking them up. Guess if you don't know. Alright. I'm going to guess. Okay, some of them I think I know how to pronounce. Adion, Archimedes, Daisuke. You know that one because it's from D and Angel. Deglin, Widrig, Hezekiah, Hiroshi, Kazuki, Kyo, Tolemy. This is spelled Ptolemy. I'm not really sure how to pronounce that, but I'm going to guess that it's like the PT in pterodactyl where the P is silent. Tolemy. Yusei, Zacchaeus. So definitely some out there names. I think my favorite one out of those is probably Hezekiah. I kind of like that. Still quite a few Japanese names in there too. Okay. Unusual names on my girls list. Pronounce them without looking them up. Guess if you don't know. Alaire, Elif, Faleri, Fionn, Gwynedd, Halcyon, Haulani, Eilena, Madeleif, Honora, Circe, Severa. Those are definitely unusual names too. I kind of like Alaire. That's pretty. The rest of them, they're alright. I like the sound of Honora, but I prefer the traditional spelling with the Honora. Okay, boys' names, how would you pronounce them? William Nathaniel, Graham James, Simon Peter, Ronan Kellen, and Larkin Henry. Those are all pretty straightforward too. I guess the only one that might have a different pronunciation for me is Graham. Could also be Graham. Okay. Next one, how would you pronounce my top girls' names? Lila Penelope, Blair Evangeline, Olive Matilda, Isla Josephine, and Willa June. I love these names. They're all really cute. My favorite one is probably Willa June because Willa is one of my favorite girls' names, but I love Josephine too, so Isla Josephine is a really great combo. And I love Evangeline as a middle name too. I like these names overall. Okay, how would you pronounce my favorite girls' names? This is from someone else. Rose Isabel Emma, Elspeth Caroline, Gwendolyn Lily, Circe Madeline, and Moira Elizabeth. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing Moira correctly or not, but I really think it's a cool name. One of the actresses from One Tree Hill was named Moira Kelly, or Myra Kelly. I'm not sure how it's pronounced actually, but I thought it's a cool looking name. I like it. Okay, how would you pronounce my top boys' guilty pleasure names? Pharaoh, Chaos, Egypt, Saturday, Rebel, Hurricane, Spyrodon, Obelisk, Poseidon, Merlin. It says they're crazy. I know they're definitely out there. They definitely should stay guilty pleasure names. Actually, they'd be good names for like a dog probably. Most of them are pretty easy to pronounce because they're words, so like I already know how you pronounce them. But yeah. Okay, how would you pronounce my top girls' guilty pleasure names? Renaissance, Eris, Nightshade, Butterfly, Astrid, Starfish, Katara, Royal, Alleluia, Katana. These are definitely out there as well, but I think Astrid, it doesn't have to be a guilty pleasure name. I know a girl named Astrid. I think it's a cool name. It reminds me of the movie How to Train Your Dragon. I think Astrid is a cool name, and I think it's usable. Although, I guess it has the sound ass in it, which might result in teasing, but I don't know. I think it's cool. Alleluia is such a beautiful word. I definitely wouldn't use it as a name, but I see why you like it. It's so pretty. And the same with Renaissance. That's such a cool name. But I don't know. Renaissance might maybe be usable if you're like really brave, or as a middle name, it would be usable, I think. Okay, how do you pronounce my favorite names? Ella Evangeline, Lily Madeline, Mabel Caroline, Rory Arthur James, and Ewan Theodore John. I like those names, mostly. Not a big fan of Mabel, but they're cute. How would you pronounce my top boys' names? Danny James, Storm Alexander, Leo Dante, Sky Iskander, Hawthorne Kai. Iskander or Iskander, whatever that one is the only one I'm not really sure how to pronounce it. Yeah. Those aren't really my style, but they're interesting. Kind of cool. Let's see. How would you pronounce my top girls' names? Bethany Alora, Avril Romy, Circe Atinia, Phoenix Hawella, Farah Kyrie. Those are definitely some more unusual ones, too. I really like the name Romy. I think it's really cute, but I would use it as a middle name, I think. Well, she used it. Or as a nickname, not as a middle name. I would use it as a nickname. I'm not sure what for, though. But I think Romy is a really cute name. Okay, how do you pronounce my favorite names? Hugo Evander, Rory Tobias, Oliver Stellan, Hazel Juliet, Clarissa Ruby, and Lila Beatrix. I love all of these names. They're all really cool. And I think my favorite is probably Lila Beatrix. Really cool. And Hugo Evander. How do you pronounce my favorite combos? Ophelia Agnes Cassandra, Violetta Carmen Francesca, Serafina Esther Isaura, and Phineas Isaac Nehemiah. I don't like the name Nehemiah because I'm not really sure how strong the H is supposed to be in it, and if you're supposed to pronounce the H, it just sounds really awkward to me. Sorry, I have something in my throat. But I really like Violetta and Serafina and Cassandra. Really pretty names. Okay, tell me how you say my top boys' names. Vaughn Theodore, Rhett Dominic, and Jack Tobias. I really like these names a lot. I love the name Vaughn, and I love the name Theodore, so Vaughn Theodore is a great combo. I love the name Rhett. It's a great name. And I like Tobias. Jack's pretty plain, but I like it. Dominic's okay for a middle name. Okay, let's see. Then this must be the question that started all of this. It says, this voice recorder website, I say we all record ourselves pronouncing our number one combo so we can hear each other's flow, language differences, etc. And then she says that in this clip, she's saying Ophelia, Agnes, Cassandra, and Phineas Isaac Nehemiah, which I already pronounced. So, yeah. Tell me if you guys liked this video. If you're interested, I would do another one where you can send me some more names to pronounce and see which ones I can pronounce or how I would say them. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye.